Hello friends, welcome back to Power Query series. In this video, I'm going to explain how to extract a complex Excel data into Power Query, clean the data or transform the data, and shape up the data the way you want, just by writing the M language. We are not using any click. And then use the data for your visualization. First, let me explain why I have mentioned this data as a complex data. Commonly, any data will have only single column header for each column. But in this data, there are two column headers. One column header is merged within two cells and another column header into two different cells, split into two different cells. This is fine. This column headers are fine, but this is something additional. Not only that, it is merged and you have a blank cell. If you want to create a common pivot table in Excel itself, this data is not going to help you because any data having blank cells and merged cells will not be accepted by pivot table at all. I mean, at least the column headers. If you have a blank column headers, pivot will not be created. And if you have any merged cell across the data, pivot table will not be created. So you need to make sure that the data to be cleaned in a proper manner. But I wanted to use this in Power Query and I want to shape this in a proper manner. First, let us see what happens when I create a pivot table in Excel. I'm selecting entire data. And then if I press Alt and V, you can see the data is getting selected only from the second row where the complete formation of the data is proper. That means single cell and each cell has got value, no blanks. And above row has got a blank, which is not good for a pivot table, and you have a merged cell which is not good for a pivot table. Now we are actually getting this data into Power Query and cleaning this data by maybe some 8 steps we are writing, and all those 8 steps are very easy, and then we are shaping this data in a very nice manner. Please watch it. Now let me jump into the Power BI and show you the final outcome. If you look at this selection is not considering the year row. That means you are losing the data if you create this pivot table. Else you need to go to each cell and unmerge the cell, fill the cell complete, and then only you will be able to create it. But again, this cell will have again blank or product. So it's a duplication. So you will not be able to create a complete pivot table. Whatever steps we are following in Power BI, Power Query, the same steps can be done in Power Query in Excel as well. So this video is not only for Power BI, but also for Excel users. But to have a better outcome, let me show you in Power BI, Power Query. So let me jump into the Power BI, and this is the final outcome where I've shown the data by year and actual and achievement. Now I need to jump into the new Power BI session. There I need to get into Power Query Editor. So in the Power Query Editor, I need to create a new query. Why I have to create a new query? I have explained in the previous videos, you can watch them. And we need to understand what kind of data we are getting in. So let me go back to Excel and show you. This is the data. The name of the file is book2. So first of all, I need to save this file. So let me close this and save as, let me save this as bad data with a space. And this is saved on the desktop, so I know the path of the desktop, and this is not a table, this is just a sheet. So we are getting the data from a sheet, and sheet name is sheet 1. So now I'm using the syntax in such a manner that Power BI can understand where from it is getting the data. Let me jump into Power Query Editor and then start creating the query. So new source, blank query. So I have selected new source, blank query. Let me rename the query as data. And then let me start typing the code. I need to get the data from an Excel workbook. So equal Excel dot workbook. And then I need to get the file contents from the location. So file dot contents. and I need to give the path. The path will be desktop, so C drive, and basically the desktop will have users, and then the username, and then that user's desktop, and then the file name, that is bad data and XLSX. I need to make sure that that name is properly taken. After that, I need to get the data from the sheet. So this is item, that means the sheet name is sheet 1, and then it is the kind, that means the type is sheet. Then I need to extract the data so that the data will be extracted and will sit in the Power Query editor. Enter. And the data is not in a very good shape. We need to clean it. To clean the data, we need to understand the structure of the data, and we need to decide how to shape it up. If you look at this data, it has the column headers, column 1, column 2, column 3. That means Power Query editor is not understanding what is the final column header. So it has taken its own column header. And below that, the first row is 2015 and then null. And the second row is target and actual. You cannot have two column headers. So dealing with this data as it is not a good idea. But if I can get a single column header, then it is easy for me to manage the data. For that, I wanted to bring the product, which is now in all the rows, to the column headers. Currently it is a row header. I'll bring this as a column header. For that, I need to use transpose option. So the next step will be table.transpose. Simple step. You need not do much task, no mouse required. And then if I press enter, you can see the data is now transposed. Now product 1, product 2, product 3, and the heading is product. Anyway, we need to clean the heading, and the data is coming like this. Now I need to promote the column headers. For that, again, the second step, it is fourth step, table dot promote headers. Sorry. And then this is the step, and just close the bracket. So please, at this level, please promote the column headers. Now you see column 1 product, and all the column headers are placed properly. After that, Power Query editor has taken care of the even column data type as well. So it automatically has converted all text into text, number into number. That way we have cleaned the data to this level. In the next level, I need to clean up the column headers and the data within the columns. If you look at the first column, the column header actually should be year, because it contains all the years. And also the cell values are proper. Few nulls are there. So wherever null is there, it has to be replaced with the respective year number. For this first null, it has to be the year number 2015, because 2015 target and achievement, 2016 target and achievement, 2021 target and achievement. That is what I want. And if you look at the column product, it's actually not product. It has to be type, because it is containing target or achievement. Either target or achievement, or type, whatever name you want. I want to replace the names properly or rename the columns properly. For that, the first step will be, I need to rename the columns. So I'm using the rename column function. And then the previous step is change type, comma. Here renames as list. Here we need to follow one small trick. Here I'm not dealing with single column, I'm dealing with two columns. If I'm dealing with single column, how the syntax will run. If I'm dealing with two columns at a time, how the syntax runs, let us understand. I'm using first single column. I want to rename the column 1 as year. So I'm using only single curly bracket. There I'm writing the column name, that is column 1, comma, it has to be named as year. And if I type the code like this, it will only replace the name of column 1 to year. And now you can see the name of the column is changed. But I wanted to replace product also in the same syntax. I don't want to write another line, another statement. Then the coding will be a little different. Here you need to use another curly bracket. Within the list, another list, 2 lists basically. So one list containing column 1 year, another list will contain product and whatever name you want. So here I need to give a comma, open another curly bracket, there product. I need to make sure that I need to write the names properly, and it has to be named as type, and then close the curly bracket. So a list, within that another list. So there are 2 lists within the list. And if I press enter, you can see, let me press OK. You can see now this is year and this is type. That way we have cleaned the names. Now I need to clean the null values in the year column. Imagine if you have this kind of data in Excel. Definitely it will take little time to clean up, but in this, in Power Query, it is quite easy. So let me start another statement there, table dot fill down. So I'm actually telling Power Query to fill the data down based on the data available in the each row. Currently I have 2015, fill down to null, 16 to null, 17 to null, that is what I said. So now columns as a list. So here, year is only the one column. So I need to open a curly bracket and give the name year and close bracket. If I press enter, all values are now replaced, and this is what the final status of the data. But we need to do little more transformation because we are having many columns. I wanted to convert all these columns into a single column so that I have year, type and all the products together. So that only 3 columns, so that I can manage this data in a much better way while analyzing the data. This table is in the form of pivot table, by rows and by columns. Since I want only single column, all the values in the single column, I want to use unpivot option. So there are 3 unpivot options are available in Power Query. If I right click, you can see them. One is unpivot columns. That means whatever columns I want to unpivot, I need to select all of them. If you have 100 columns, select all of them. And then right click unpivot. I'm not using right click, I'm using a code, but I'm just explaining what options are available. The next option is unpivot other columns. Suppose you have, currently we have so many product columns, but only 2 columns which are not to be unpivoted. So I select only those 2 columns and say Power BI, can you please unpivot remaining columns? There is another option, unpivot only selected columns. So I'm using these 2 columns and I'm unpivoting rest of the columns. For that I need to use a function, table function, table dot unpivot other columns. And the basis of, the columns which are not unpivoted and which will be standing as rows, that is year and type. So for that, pivot columns as a list. So the moment list, we need to open the curly bracket there. I need to give the name year, that is the column, first column. Second column is type. And when I unpivot this entire list of columns, the product columns, there will be 2 columns will be created. One column will be having all the product names like P1, P2, P3, P4, and another column will have all the values. I need to name them. So the column name is product. This is user defined name. I'm just giving that it has to be as product and amount, and close bracket. If I press enter, you can see now by year, by type, product, all the products and all the amounts. So first all the targets and then all the achievements for 2015 and all the products for target and all the products for the achievement and respective numbers. So that way you can very quickly unpivot the columns. The next step is to bring target and achievement next to each other. To analyze the data, this transformation is enough because you have a single column of amount and other supporting columns. You can load this data to the data model, create few measures using filter, calculate functions, and you can visualize. But in case if you want target as a separate column and achievement as a separate column, you need to create another pivot table. It is unpivoted, you need to pivot it back. So for that we need to use a function, pivot function, table function, pivot function, and another list function, distinct, because the type column has got two distinct values, target and achievement. So target should be separate column and achievement should be separate column, and we are pivoting by type and amount. So the function or the statement will be, the name of the function table.pivot, and then the previous step is custom 6. Now pivot values as list, so I need to use a list function, list.distinct, and then open bracket. I need to use that column which is basically used to create separate columns, but this step is from the previous step. So this type column is created in the previous step. So custom 6 and name of the column is type, comma. Now you have two options, attribute column as text. So attribute is nothing but type. So that type is getting pivoted. So the type will be getting pivoted. So it will become as a column header. Below those two column headers, you will get values that is from the amount. So the table, the column name is type, comma, amount. These are the two columns which are dealing with the pivot table. So base is type, result should be the amount. So these two should be summed up because target will be on the top. So 2015 P1 target, P2 target, P2 achievement. So P1 target, achievement, P2 target, achievement. That way it need to come. So we need to use the list function called sum. So I need to make sure that I'm typing the code properly. List sum. I think it is typing twice some reason. Maybe I'm not, the selection is not so good by me. Anyway, it has to be like this. So I need to make sure that everything is taken care of. So this is fine and this is fine. Enter. Now you can see the data is now pivoted back, target and achievement separately, and each product summed up. That is why we have used list sum. List distinct is actually making these two columns separated. That way we have shaped up the data. Now I can load this data to the data model. For that I need to go to Home tab, close and apply, so that the data will be loaded to the data model. And now I can create a line chart. For that, let me select the line chart. Let me increase the size. There I'm adding to the axis. In the axis I'll be adding year, and for the values I'm adding target and achievement. Need to select formatting options. There I'll be going to shapes and select stepped on, so that there will be like a stepped way. I can add data label so that the data labels are on. There I can select the shapes again. Let me add customize series. There I'll be adding only the achievement. So let me select achievement, that is actual. There I'll increase the stroke width so that achievement will be shown separately. And achievement join type will be round, and show marker, and marker will be maybe some 7 points, and then change the value to a green so that you can see a separate value there. So that way you can visualize very quickly. However, the objective is not to show you how to visualize the data, but the objective is how to manage the data in the Power Query editor and how to clean up the data by just using the Power Query editor options by using the M language.